How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at the potential release date of Terry Bogard, as it was recently leaked over on the Super Smash Bros. Wiki page. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this information does come from the Super Smash Bros. Wiki, that does not mean that this is going to end up being 100% real, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post, as it was deleted shortly after we ended up getting a screenshot of this, so all of the information that you guys are going to need is going to appear on screen. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Twitter actually, so if you guys haven't already followed me on Twitter, you can find a link to it as well as a link to all of my other social media presences, such as my Discord, Twitch, and Patreon in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. Also guys, I do apologize for being away for so long. I will be making an update video about why I was away and everything like that, but I'm glad to say that I'm finally back, and we'll be streaming tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over here on the YouTube channel, so I hope to see all of you guys there because it's going to be a ton of fun, and we are going to be playing a ton of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at what this new leak has to say. So guys, like I said, this leaked information comes from SuperSmashBrosWiki.com, and it does not have a title, as it is under the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC Fighters. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it has to say. Now, as you guys can clearly see, on this website, it has access to basically everything you need to know about all of the DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So for example, we have Banjo-Kazooie, and it talks about the stage, which game franchise they're from, all the different songs, all the different spirits, and their release date. Well, if you guys look at Terry, we see that Terry Bogard has the Fatal Fury stage, which obviously does not already have a title. We know that Terry Bogard is from Fatal Fury. We don't know about any of his music or his spirits. However, we do have a release date of November 6th of 2019. Now, right away, guys, we do know for a fact that Terry Bogard is going to be released sometime in November, as it was officially announced during the September 2019 Nintendo Direct. Now, in terms of Terry's release date being November 6th, I mean, I could definitely see this happening. Now, before Banjo-Kazooie was released, a lot of people, including myself, were very confident that the Amiibo Theory was real. Now, if you guys don't know what the Amiibo Theory is, basically, it states that after a group of Amiibo are released, like let's say the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate characters are released on September 20th, a couple of days later, we should be getting a new DLC character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So we saw this pattern with Joker as well as the hero, which is why so many people thought that this was a true thing. However, with Banjo-Kazooie was released on September 4th, and then all of the Amiibo for this month were released a couple of days ago on September 20th. So the Amiibo Theory, some people still think it's real. This was just like a weird coincidence or something that it didn't happen with Banjo-Kazooie, and now that's why people are speculating that Terry could really come at any point. Now, in terms of the November 6th, yeah, I could definitely end up seeing that happen. Now, a lot of people believe for some reason that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC characters like have to get released way later in the month, even though we saw that Banjo-Kazooie was released on September 4th, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Now, there are a couple of things that I want to clear up really quickly. So first of all, guys, in terms of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC characters, we have seen releases of all of these characters on either a Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, I'm pretty sure that the hero was released as well as Banjo-Kazooie were released on a Wednesday, and then Joker was released on a Tuesday, if I'm remembering this quickly, and November 6th is a Wednesday, so I think that that also makes sense in terms of their release patterns. However, guys, one of the biggest things that I'm not too sure about, and I hope that you guys can let me know in the comments, is whether or not the Super Smash Bros. Wiki is something that is official or if it's something that's fan-made. Now, personally, I do think that the Super Smash Bros. Wiki is fan-made. I don't think that Nintendo or Sakurai are monitoring this at all. I think that there are just a bunch of fans out there that want to put all this information into one website, so if this is fan-made, maybe they just put that as a placeholder. We have obviously seen a ton of placeholder dates for like different characters, but it is pretty suspicious that it says that he's going to be releasing on November 6th. I mean, why November 6th? we just got a time frame of November 2019, so the fact that they put a date there and they're confident about it makes me think that there might actually be something there. I mean, tons of people check out the Super Smash Bros. Wiki. I'm sure at some point, if you are a very big fan of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you have probably stumbled across this and like looked through all the characters or the stages or other stuff like that, because it is just so big. It takes everything from the Super Smash Bros. History and puts it onto one website, which is why I'm not sure if this was just an accident or if this was just something that like they knew was going to end up happening and something they leaked on accident. Now, in terms of November 6th, once again, guys, it is extremely possible for Terry Bogard to be released on that day. And I mean, if we got him like early on in the month, I'd be very happy with that. Now, one other thing I feel as though I need to mention, guys, is that this has not been confirmed by any official sources or anything else like that, so just make sure you take it with a grain of salt. Now, once again, if Super Smash Bros. Wiki is actually an official source, please forgive me, but as far as I'm aware, once again, I do believe that it is fan-run and fan-made, so just keep that in mind when we go ahead and take a look at this. Now, one of the other things I wanted to talk about is that if this was in fact real, I wonder why we haven't heard people like Sabi or Source Gaming or anyone else talking about this quite yet. If this was real and we knew for a fact that Terry Bogard was releasing on November 6th, then I know that people who are credible in the leaking community, such as Sabi and Push Dustin, would probably come forward and start talking about it a little bit. I mean, that would definitely get a ton of people really excited, because although a lot of people aren't that excited for Terry Bogard in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a lot of people are excited to just have another new character. I mean, yes, we are all having a fantastic time playing as Banjo-Kazooie. I know no one will ever deny that, but it always feels like Christmas Eve whenever we know that a new character is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so I just really hope we get to see him soon. Now, one of the final things I wanted to go ahead and talk about is how they are going to reveal Terry Bogard. I mean, yes, he has already been revealed as a playable fighter, but what I mean is how they are going to show off all of his moves, his final smash, and everything else like that. Now, a lot of people have been suggesting that we are either going to be getting another Nintendo Direct coming up very soon, or maybe a Smash Ultimate Direct, or maybe just a trailer, so we'll go ahead and address those. First of all, in terms of a Nintendo Direct, while it's not impossible that we could get a Nintendo Direct, considering we just got one in September, I think that it is a little unlikely, but I know that it would be very welcome to a lot of fans of this game. Now, in terms of a Smash Ultimate Direct, I feel as though if we did get a Smash Ultimate Direct, it wouldn't be a very long one, as probably all they would do would be like announce the 5th DLC character, show off Terry Bogard and the other stuff that comes along with him, and I think that that's probably a little out of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate budget, so I can't really see that happening. What I think is probably going to end up happening is similar to Banjo-Kazooie and the Hero, where they show off all of the moves and the final smash and everything else like that. However, Terry Bogard is definitely a very interesting case. Now, I say that because in terms of Joker, when he was first revealed at the Game Awards last year, we did not get any information about him at all, besides for the fact that he was coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, with the Hero and Banjo-Kazooie, during their E3 trailers, we actually got to see bits and pieces of their movesets, their final smashes, and everything else like that, but with Terry Bogard, just like Joker, we did not really get a lot of that at all. I mean, we got to see a couple of moves used by Terry, I believe it was only 2, and we got to see his character model, but there are still a ton of unknowns that we don't know anything about quite yet, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. So yeah, guys, with all of that being said, if the Amiibo Theory still holds true, then yeah, we're probably going to be seeing Terry Bogard sometime after November 15th, since that is when Incineroar, Simon Belmont, and Dark Samus are going to be releasing. However, I don't think anyone would be disappointed at all if we did end up seeing Terry Bogard released a little bit earlier on November 6th. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about Terry Bogard's potential release date in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that Terry Bogard is actually going to be releasing on November 6th, or do you guys believe that he is going to be releasing sometime later in the month? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.